Hello, my treasure hunters. How are all of you? Well, I am going to be out going digging today, but first, I want to take you back a little bit to when I found this. So, found this in the field that the sprinklers went on me, and ooh, it's still sharp. Holy crap! Wow, I just shaved off my skin. Um, Found this in the field, and it got me to thinking, what did this place look like 100 years ago? And if you could see this, these come flat. These are square. This thing was very, very heavily used to do that to the steel. So, once I figured out what this was, and this was called a log splitting maul. This is a 6-pound log splitting maul, and they also came in 8-pound. These were being produced as early as 1906. And from what I can gather with this shape, the way this is, and the wear on the back of it, this could very well be that old. So, it got me to thinking, what did this place look like 100 years ago? Why was this so heavily used in the area? And, well, I found a very cool picture. A very cool picture, and it is exactly 100-year-old picture this year. It was taken in 1922, just a couple blocks away from where I found this. And I grew up 3 blocks from this picture. In the house on the left in the picture, I believe is still standing today. So I am at home right now. Just got out of the shower. I'm going to get my stuff together. I'm going to jump in the truck. And I'm going to take you all to that intersection on Grant Avenue, facing east towards Ringe Lane. And you can see exactly what it looks like today, and then what it looked like 100 years ago this year. The gentleman's name in the picture, and I'm probably going to butcher this last name, but it is Ed Azanti, or something like that. Actually has a street in Redondo Beach named after him. So he was a pretty big figurehead in developing Redondo Beach. And I believe the trees you see in the picture on the left, next to his Model T, are still standing. Most of them are still standing today at the house that is still standing. So I'm going to get ready. I'm going to head on over there, and I'll take a video and a picture of what it looks like today, and I'll give you a little glance of the house that could be his. And if there's a car in the driveway, I'm going to knock on the door and see if they know the history of their house. And this house stands out like a sore thumb. You can tell it's a very old construction. And there's townhomes built in the 90s, early 2000s, all around it, but this one has not been touched. So I'm guessing that this house may be on the historical site list for Redondo Beach, which is why it hasn't been touched. So let me get myself together, get in the truck, and head on over there. We'll go check it out. Alright, so I am at the intersection of Grant Avenue and Range Lane. You'll probably hear a lot of traffic, well, because things have changed quite a bit in the last 100 years. So, let me get out in the middle of the street when it's clear. I'll show you what it looks like today. But first, here's a picture of what it looked like 100 years ago. And this is what it looks like today, 100 years later. So, yeah, big difference. So here's the house I'm suspecting is in the picture. And you can see these huge pine trees. I believe these to be some of the original trees that you see in the picture from 100 years ago. And yeah, there you do have a lot of no trespassing signs on the property. So I guess I will not be knocking on the door, which sucks. Yeah, you can see this property is covered in those pine trees. It is a huge lot. It is surrounded by all of these townhomes, and it has not been touched. It has not been touched. So, very cool. See the old brick fireplace up there. So, well, that's unfortunate. I'd really like to knock on the door, but it says it's like 4 different signs that say no trespassing, no soliciting, blah blah blah. So, but this is the intersection of Grant Avenue in Range Lane and what it looks like today. So, very cool that I found that picture online, and that I can, literally like 5-minute drive from my house. So, yeah, big difference. And I believe old Ed's house is still here. So, I do have the address, and I will jump online and see if I can't find owner name and contact information, and maybe contact them by phone to see if they might be willing to talk to me. But very awesome house. I would love to have it. So, all right, everybody, I'm gonna get to digging some holes. All right, so I'm gonna move on to plan B, and I'm gonna leave a note. So, I think I worded it very nicely on my last piece of paper I had in my truck, and it reads, thus far. Good day to whom it may concern. My name is Kevin. I do metal detecting as a hobby, and an item I found led me to a picture I found online, and that picture led me here. As respect to your no trespassing signs, I am leaving you this note. I am not asking permission to metal detect your beautiful property. I would love to know the history of it per the picture I found online from 1922. And then, if you would be so gracious to give me a call, my number is, thank you, Kevin. I think that's pretty short and sweet. Hopefully they will get it and read it and not crumble it up and throw it out. So I guess now we deliver the mail and wait and see. So I guess this is going to be continued. All right, I'll let you know. All right, so as I was putting my camera and stuff away, one of the neighbors right next door to that house came out for a jog, and I actually stopped and said, "Hey, do you know those people that live there?" And he says, "No, I know of them, but I've never really had any formal conversation or greetings with them." Oh, okay. He said, "I guess they're retired or something, or they work from home. They're usually home." Um, so he did tell me that the property has been passed down from family member to family member, and that's another piece of the puzzle I find very interesting. So we could be looking at that exact property in that 1922 photo, which is awesome. So I left that politely worded note in their mailbox, and I guess it's a waiting game now. So, my name, my phone number on it. It's stated I'm not asking permission to metal detect their yard. I just want to, talk about the history of their beautiful property. So, hopefully, they're not going to be your typical Los Angeles dwelling Californian and throw the note away. Hopefully they'll take interest in what I said and give me a call. So now we wait. So to be continued.